Everyone asks why we kill their parents. Maybe now people can understand the truth.
It is the subject of a blockbuster Netflix documentary. There have actually been two recently when Eric and Lyle Menendez were found guilty of the brutal murders of their highly successful parents. The world was watching. The documentary dives deep into the decades of material surrounding the crime and the subsequent trials. So now, as people better understand their motive, the Menendez family hoping they can be resentenced. In fact, today they're expected to gather outside an LA courthouse to pressure District Attorney Gascon to recommending a resentencing. So are the brothers headed for freedom? So this morning, we have criminal defense attorney Josh Kolsrud here to talk about this case that is so interesting to so many people. I've just been glued to watching this, and at times it's been really hard to watch because of the material that's involved with this. So today, I guess DA Gascon actually invited the Menendez family members to this press conference?
Yeah, that's right. So the district attorney, George Gascon, who used to be the sheriff of the city of Mesa, he issued a press release 2 days ago that he has invited the family members of the Menendez family to accompany him at today's press conference at 1 o'clock. And the reason why that's significant is because a district attorney generally is not going to invite the family members of the victim's family if he's going to give bad news. So I think it's safe to say that George Gascon is going to be giving good news to the Menendez brothers family, who is in support of releasing the Menendez brothers.
Do you think that they could actually be released today?
No, I don't think that's an option. So George Gascon has a few options. Number one, he can do nothing. And, that would be, the normal course of action in a case like this. Number two, he could petition the governor, Governor Newsom, to have clemency, to give a petition with the parole board to do that. And number three, he could ask the Superior Court in Los Angeles to re-sentence the Menendez brothers based on new evidence that was discovered because of the Netflix series that you talked about. In particular, the new evidence was, number one, you have a band member of the music band in the 1980s and 90s called Menudo, where Ricky Martin was in the band and so forth. And a 14-year-old at the time came forward and said that Jose Menendez, the father, sexually molested him. And number two, Lyle Menendez wrote a letter to his cousin 9 months before his arrest, detailing the fact that Jose Menendez's father was sexually molesting him. And the reason why that's important is because that corroborates the Menendez brothers' story about the sexual abuse.
Yeah, the first trial was ended in mistrial, if you haven't watched these documentaries. The second one, the judge said there will be no admittance of sexual abuse because it only happens to women. It was obviously a different time, so today is so much different than it was back then.
Yes, it's very significant because if George Gascon asks for a resentencing, it will most likely set a precedent for other district attorneys to do the same thing for similarly situated defendants. So in a lot of ways, this is unprecedented.
Wow, it is so fascinating. Josh, thank you so much. We'll see what happens at that press conference today, and we'll continue to follow up on this story.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.